there, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Makeup Monday. We're live on twitch.tv/Justice. We're live on YouTube. Claudia, Alick, calling up Justice. So, hi, everybody. So good to see you. Sorry I'm late. I'm usually here at noon, pretty much on the dot, but today I have a really good excuse, and that excuse is that I was busy. So I was like, oh, you know what? We'll start like at 15 after the hour. That's fine. I needed to play my hype music. I don't know if any of you have like music that just like gets you in a mood, it helps. I like this music that you are hearing right now. I do like it. I mixed it myself with a bunch of little sounds. What are they called? Trademark songs, and I just blended it together to play a loop of like some chill ass music. My only real issue is that I would love to listen to like the music that I want to listen to, like the hype music that I want to listen to, the music that's like been like popping in my brain that I want to hear. But if I do that, then I'll get copyright strikes, and I don't want those. I don't want those at all, because I'm just here to put on some makeup and play vampire therapist. And so today's look, speaking of the actual point of you all being here, you all 0 people being here, but the actual point is that I was going to do my makeup. One of the things in this game that is going on with these vampires, this is about a cowboy vampire from the Old West, who he had pre-story, he had like some sort of transformative sort of experience, and he decided not to hurt people, just to not be shitty anymore. So he hung out with some transcendentalists. He journeyed and walked around for like 90 years, just trying to like really discover himself. And then once he did that, and he was all done doing that, and the last of the transcendentalist nomadic people that he journeyed with, after the last one of them, succumbed to time, he was like, well, now I don't know what to do. So he went to Germany, and he is learning how to do cognitive behavioral therapy to help other vampires. Like, that's his goal. Like, he wants vampires to, because they're long-lived, theoretically forever, and he wants the vampires to, like, you don't have to be miserable, is really, like, his thing. So, like, that's his deal. So he's learning CBT therapy from a 3,000-year-old fellow vampire therapist. So he's like the mentor of the two, or of them. And so I have played through, I think, 2 clients. And I'm about to get to a 3rd client. And, I think you might help, or you might like it. It might help you. You might find something connective to yourself. I appreciated, like all the reframing techniques and, things to catch yourself in when you're buy me 10 cups of coffee for my birthday. Whatever you want to do. Buy me 1 cup of coffee for my birthday. And what you want. Don't give me anything for my birthday. You don't have to. Like, if you don't want to, I don't even care. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't. I don't know even know why I did that. But we're gonna see if it works. I just want my. Nope, I did it wrong. I did it wrong. It's okay. Okay. We'll fix it later. I've been working on moisturizing my skin a lot because I have really dry skin and wearing makeup. I kind of suck that out, suck out all those nutrients that are in my skin. So I've had to like get some like facial oil, super moisturizers, and things like that. But I think my skin looks supple enough. Okay, so I guess the look I was gonna go for today is vampire who is going to the fitness. So one thing that I did find interesting is that, and I know it's just like it's a fun like narrative type of way of visual storytelling, right? That your characters they wear the exact same clothing that they wore when they were alive. Like they stick to the exact same style. And I get it. I know why. And so that like we can know that we have some sort of, well, we have like a Machiavellia type of lady. And so she's, you know, obviously wearing like old-timey clothes of that sort. You know, like it wouldn't make sense if she was just like dressed like a person, like a I think she's supposed to be probably older, middle-aged, probably in her maybe late 50s or so. But yeah, no. It's just like, it makes me go, you would think that this character would have gotten several hundred glow-ups to make sure that she was always in fashion, but that's just, it's not really, I understand why, because it's weird, it doesn't always fit into narratives like that, and it makes making the game sometimes, like, well, no, it makes the game more complicated to make if you have characters whose hair and outfits change periodically. And this is just a good way of you knowing, like, this is who this character is. And I just sometimes wish I could, like, make them look like, what would they, like, let's say they, I know they don't go out during the day, because they're vampires. These aren't lawless vampires like like literally nothing can kill them. So like it's like completely unfair to ever add them into a who would win. Because Twilight vampires are like naturally OP with absolutely no real. They don't have real weaknesses. Like there's just no way in a million billion quadrillion years that a human, just a plain old humany human, could even defend themselves against a Twilight vampire. So, like, this is the palette that I've decided to use. It's called the Nomad. So we're gonna do something like probably like smoky and romantic. I'm not a professional. I'm just fucking around with makeup. That's my preference. So I like to, I'm gonna work from here and here. I am learning more and more that like my eyes are not symmetrical. There's differences. Like right here, my eye, like right here, it goes in a little bit, where it doesn't do that on this side. And so, like you see this little shadow here, it's like this droops or whatever. Like that's just how this eye is, and this eye doesn't have that. So I just have to get the hell over it, and I have. So let's go with the darker color. I'm gonna use this. It's like a shimmery brown. It doesn't have a name. The color. Some of these palettes have like color like names, but a lot of them don't. That's okay. Starting here, I'm just gonna make sure there's not any acid that I tap off the brush because I don't want a bunch falling here. Even though we'll clean up as needed, but I'm just gonna build this just halfway. And I am putting a lot. One of the things I like about Juvia's Place is that Juvia's Place has like a lot of their palettes are made for people with dark skin. So like it shows it, you can tell that there is makeup there. And that is really, really cool. I like it. So I will be back. Let me just do a double check on the calendar. So I'll be back next week, Monday, and I'll be doing a normal stream schedule on Monday, but starting the week of the 17th, I will not be streaming that week. Because it's my birthday week and I'll be out of town on vacation. I take a trip every year for my birthday. But like, check out my socials. I am gonna try and post on my socials. It's way easier for me to post on my socials when I'm away from home because I'm actually doing something. When I'm at home, I'm not doing anything that I find particularly, like, that I think people would be particularly interested in. I'm sure people would be very interested. Just because I think my life is boring. sucker for a good tail. I'm just getting something set up, so I'm just gonna say that again. I said I'm a sucker for a good tail. You might even call me a lore whore. But would you? Should you? I wouldn't mind. Okay, so let's blend the edge. Just blending the edge, not the whole thing, just the edge. Because I don't want it to be like this sharp line. We're blending these in. And, what's that called? Like a blue? There. And really light. Quick back and forth. Just along the edge. Now, sorry, I have to move my little stool. I have like a little stool because I'm short, and I like everything at a certain height, but that is a little higher than like my feet would reach on the ground. So, like ergonomically, a stool so that I can, not kill myself. Sorry, you're not allowed to say that. So I don't hurt myself. So my back doesn't go out. I don't know. Sorry if I messed up or let's see what we got. Okay, so I got this. We're going to vampire therapist. This is the one with the stem. And I will use my black pencil. Remember, I have two of these. One's left, one's right. I don't know which one this is. Because, like, the writing's sort of rubbed off. So I have to take it off and look at it. And it goes to the side. But this end is the only end we actually care about. not really a vampire, y'all. I'm not really a vampire. This is just my look for vampire therapist. I'm a vampire going to the therapist because vampires need therapy. I'm just gonna say just because of all that. Like, life in general is like super traumatic, right? Like, all the things that happen to us are just like straight up trauma. And I'm like, imagine like it never ever ends. Like, that must be rough. I'm not saying I expect all of you to be on the vampire side, you know, like practically speaking. They are the one that, like, we are their prey. So I'm not saying like let's just give them the benefit of the doubt. Like, they're definitely not the good guys in the situation. But, like, you know, all I'm saying is that in the context of this situation, their attitudes and behaviors are, you know, a bunch of trauma responses. And so we'll play this game. We'll take a look. And we'll see how it goes. I'm going to do my eyebrows. Then I'll do mascara. I promise I'll remember this time. And if I do forget, let me know. Be like, yo, you forgot. So. I will say, y'all, I paid like 29 cents for this. Lip liner, and it is worth 29. It's real. Compared to my preferred. general, the only times I've like is when I was in a hurry. So take your time. Don't worry. Let's go to therapy. You ready? This is our look for going to the vampire therapist. Self-care is important, especially if you're gonna live, you know, like hundreds of years or whatever. Gotta start the game. Okay. Is the game gonna show? Nope, you can't see a dime sign. There we are. There's our vampire therapist. And one of the things I also enjoy about this is that this has resources right here. Safe in Our World, video game mental health charity that can point you towards different resources if you're in crisis or just in need of assistance. So that's very good. But we're just going to continue with my game. Where did all these saves come from? Just like, that must have been me accidentally just saving. But we'll go to the top. Go to the top.
Samuel, good evening. I am glad to see you looking so fresh and well slept.
Uh-oh, something tells me I'm in for it tonight.
The truth is seldom unseen by you, my friend.
Quick pause through. These are the collective notes of Sam Walls. We are Sam Walls. Private property. Do not read if found. Cowboy bloodsucker at vmail.com. Let's see. 2 seconds. This is annoying, but to go through the I like using my mouse for the most part in this game, but going through the book, it's actually a lot easier to just use So these are all the notes that he has made. Says I found this little notebook. I figured I'd take it with me to Europe. I figure it'll help me organize my thoughts. I'll separate it into sections so I can jump right to them right quick. That way, when I need to get to a particular spot on my notes, all I gotta do is hop over to that section. Easy as falling off a horse. And falling off a horse is real easy. So, cognitive distortions is the first one. The funny ways we think. I realize we vampires can think in funny ways sometimes, like reality's right in front of us and we just can't see it. Heck, pretty sure it's all humans who do that, not just vampires. thinking in extremes and ignoring all the in betweens. We stress ourselves out when stakes are high. No pun intended. If I can't get the best saddle, my butt's gonna break. Ain't no doubt. These are his examples. Either I show up ready to win the rodeo, or I better just not show up. I mean, okay, you should be ready to win. No, I see what you mean. It's either win or don't come. Okay. The fate of the Wild West is hanging on this gunfight. That makes me laugh. All right, so the next one is control fallacy. A lot of us bloodsuckers have a habit of either of feeling responsibility or soul control, or of feeling completely hopeless. Thing is, usually neither is true. Feeling hopeless don't mean we're powerless, and feeling untouchable don't mean we're invincible. That's a control fallacy either way. Our real capabilities are somewhere in between. So here are some examples. With my dark powers, vampires shall dominate the mortal world. Well, yeah. If a mortal discovers our secret, it's entirely my responsibility to deal with. I can't deal with the bureaucracy of international travel with my coffin. I'm stuck in the USA forever, so that's a control fallacy. Okay. Labeling. We vampires sometimes call ourselves awful names. I'm a failure, I'm unlikable. It's like burning ourselves with a big old branding iron. Every time we look at ourselves, we keep seeing those names. Labeling is just calling ourselves names that do no good. Examples. I missed that shot. I'm such a butterfingers. Cried over a horse. You're sappy as hell. And that fella doesn't like wearing leather. He's only a vampire wannabe. Not all vampires like wearing leather. Not all people like wearing leather. Alright? And just because you don't get something right doesn't mean you're a failure. And just because one person doesn't like you doesn't mean you're unlikable. Alright, should statements. Sometimes we judge others and ourselves with arbitrary rules on how things should be. And then we get hopping mad when our expectations aren't met. Should statements can put a lot of pressure on us, but there ain't too many universal rules. Heck, we should probably be dead because our hearts ain't beating, but it seems that ain't true. Examples. I'm a vampire. I should live in a castle. Or, when you're in a gang, the gang needs to be your family and no one else. And a cowboy must never show fear. Those are examples of should statements. Yeah, I like that. Like it sets yourself up for failure is really the thing. My chair's drooping. There we go. Alright. Disqualifying the positive. Oopsie, wrong way. There we go. Disqualifying the positive. On account of the real nasty stuff I done, I can feel like a good for nothing sometimes. That's disqualifying the positive, canceling out the good and leaving the bad. It ain't a distortion to see the positive in yourself or in a situation. It's just being honest. Examples. The Three Stooges just smack each other in the head a bunch. Though I still like them. I mean, that disqualifies. I think that's a really ridiculous example yeah. Anyway, here's another one. Yeah, I guess I could turn into a bat, but any vampire with their fangs can do that. That doesn't mean that you're pharmaceutical research company, is now concerned that he has developed an addiction to a drug of his own formulation. Suggestion: detected strong irritability on the phone. Investigate Drain's drinking and sleeping habits. And then this is from the first session, as it says. Dr. Drain is addicted to a plasma that makes him black out and do things he dislikes doing. He likes a logical approach. He doesn't sleep. Irritable, maybe because he's not sleeping. Loves should statements and maybe a fair amount of disqualifying the positive. Obsessed with work. Doesn't seem to like vampires. Next time I should figure out what the heck this plasma stuff actually does. He apparently feels very euphoric and happy and parties, but he doesn't have a memory of it. Yeah. This is Isabella. D'Este? I can't say that. If anybody knows how to say it, put it in the chat, because I don't know how to pronounce that. Anyway. Intake information. So she's from the Renaissance. And she's 550. Oops, that's not what clients. Okay, so I have a feeling that they're like, looks like he's 30, he's 430, and then she looks like she's 50, she's 550. That's the only, these are the only clients. We're getting another one, I think, coming right up, so. Intake information. Isabella was a key figure in the Italian Renaissance, funding the works of Leonardo da Vinci, Andrea Magneta. Oh wow, I don't know that one. And Michelangelo. She received a humanist education and knows much about history, art, music, and philosophy. She comes from a highly aristocratic background, but has endured questionable family issues through the generations. She states that she is undergoing an existential immortality crisis, suggesting that her life and unlife have both been meaningless. Suggestion: be exceedingly polite. She's really big on respect. Isabella thinks her life was meaningless because modern art is meaningless too. Specifically, the Rise of the Spacewalker movie set her off. So yes, she went and saw a movie called Rise of the Spacewalker, and she was like, "This is what art has come to," and is like, "I'm done." Like just a full-on existential crisis because of that movie. I think that's intensely amusing. She is extremely high-minded. Major issues with former husband. Thinks most people are corrupt, especially menfolk. Used to be a devout Catholic, not so much anymore. Likes to be in control, maybe a lot of control fallacies. Next time I'll dig into the family stuff. Seems like there's a lot of anger there. And then these are ain't nothing left to read here. So now let's just play.
Tonight, you face perhaps one of the most difficult challenges a therapist can face. The fact that you may not be able to help everyone.
Ooh, a Kobayashi Maru.
In truth, I have failed to help clients with this particular disposition many times.
Hey, I'm new at this. You're nigh on 3,000 years old. If you can't help them, how can I?
It is not guaranteed that we can help every client. To think we are powerless to help any is a cognitive distortion itself. I believe you know it.
And we have to decide what. That's a control fallacy.
Yeah, all right, control fallacy, I know. I can help some folk.
That's right. Here, take a look at this case file.
Theater feller, huh? I've known a few of them in my time. They can be a little, self-absorbed.
Edmund Keene's a real person.
He's looking for therapy because people don't like him, it says?
Okay, let's read this. Edmund Keene, 237, male, British.
He is one of the most revered actors in all of history.
And?
So he might have a few cognitive distortions.
A few. He may not recognize them, Samuel, but all you can do is present reality to him. He comes. Remember, I will give you whatever advice I can. Good luck, my friend.
I hope I'm up to this.
What is this vampire I see before me?
I'm Sam Walls. I'm your new therapist.
Your dress, your bearing, your hat. You also are forgotten by time.
I mean, everyone dresses from their time.
Oh, how fortuitous! A kindred spirit, perhaps. A therapist should know pain, I say. Most excellent.
Tarnation. Can't get a break with this here hat of mine.
No, it's perfect. Do not change a single thing. It gives me faith.
So, real quick, this therapist's office is above a nightclub. So that's why we hear the music in the background. And I really like how it's muted, like it's happening outside the door. I just think that the sound design's really good.
Faith, my dear vampire, that you can help me.
I'm gonna do everything I can. I promise you that, amigo.
Do not do so lightly. Darkness dwells within my damned soul. You journey into my pain at your peril, and I cannot be your
You're who now? Anyway, you wrote in your intake form that you're here because...
Mortals don't appreciate you.
Mortals don't appreciate you, you said.
Indeed, and I fear they cannot. They must die to appreciate life. As mortals, they cannot ask the immortal questions. What is life for us who do not live? Why are we here? Why do we continue? What do we do when death has no meaning? And what a piece of work is vampire! How noble in stature, how infinite in life!
Indulge. I think we have to indulge. I think he would be really offended if we interrupted him. That's just my guess, though.
In form and moving, how express and admirable. In action, how like a demon. In apprehension, how like a bat. Ah, the beauty of the night!
I want to hear more. I actually am enjoying the ridiculousness of it.
And yet, to me, we are but the quintessence of dust.
Okay, that's it.
All right, that's enough of that. Before we answer the question of why we're all here, why are you here? Well, that is, what exactly drove you to me, partner?
Oh, that. Well, a pustule of a theater historian I recently seduced and killed sprang the seeds of doubt in mine corpus. He was writing a biography of the great Edmund Kean, and I thought mayhap that I would favor him with a secret or two. He said my acting style would now be considered archaic.
Well, yeah, dude. It was. Like 200 years ago, man.
Though I drank him to the last, I fear his cruel barb was sharper than my fangs. This embossed carbuncle of corrupted blood caused me to doubt myself. Are all men such fools? Will I ever find my audience again? Or did they die long, long ago? Help me purge these mortal concerns from my mind, dear man.
We're always gonna have doubts, compadre. That's normal. But I think I can help you see things a little differently. So, he said your acting's out of date. Why don't you just tell me why it bothered you so much?
Because it's simply not possible. Acting became a noble craft entirely because of me. In truth, I am perfect.
I think that's labeling.
Edmund states that he is perfect. Even in the most generous evaluation of his skill, is such a thing possible?
Because it's simply not possible. Acting became a noble craft entirely because of me. In truth, I am perfect.
Sorry, fella, I gotta stop you for a second there. You really saying you're perfect?
Oh, not at all. I'm not a narcissist. I believe I would find myself quite inept at, say, street cleaning or dishwashing. But as far as acting is concerned, yes. If an actor be assessed, you would assess him on the scale of Edmund Kean.
Oh, come on. You ain't ever forgotten a line?
I suppose, on occasion, a line has left me due to circumstances beyond my control. But that is the fault of alcohol, not of Edmund Kean.
So in those times you were drinking, you might not have been perfect. And the acting world kept on turning.
Oh, come now. I was clearly exercising some dramatic license. It is not so black and white.
Well, that's exactly what I was trying to say. But keep talking. We got some more stuff to sort out.
Oh, there are celebrated actors in these times, yes. But any success they have is due to my beating the path for them to follow.
So the only reason they became actors is because you existed? I think that's this? Nosferatu thinking? Y'all in the chat, if you're here, like, let me know what you think that this is. I think this is Nosferatu thinking. If it's not, Andy will tell us. Nope, it's not.
This is a special client. Remember that his distortions can be about others, not just himself.
Oh, there are celebrated actors in these times, yes. But any success they have is due to my beating the path for them to follow.
Oh, wait a minute. You're saying that every actor's success comes straight from you?
Of course. Even the greatest among my art would have been consigned to obscurity had it not been for my advancements.
Every single one of them ain't had nothing of their own to give to the theater?
Well, I suppose one or two actors in the last 300 years have impressed me.
Well, don't you think they deserve their own success?
I suppose mortals are owed their 15 minutes of fame. One must have some pity for them. We are not monsters. But the actors of modern times, they are shallow, beggarly parrots. Parrots who screech the lines, but do they know them? Do they feel as we feel?
That sounds like a should. No.
Edmund is doing a lot of name calling, isn't he? What else might we call that?
But the
So you're saying modern actors are parrots?
Indeed, they are only mimics, and thus no better than a well-trained bird.
You don't think they're actually birds, do you?
My dear boy, they live such short lives. What else can they do but ape the words and actions of their forebears?
But when you call them birds, you're just labeling them that. You ain't giving them a fair shot.
Oh, come now. I was clearly employing a little dramatic license.
But we're here to talk about truth, all right, compadre?
It is my gentle direction that takes the craft to higher echelons, and mine alone. Acting does not evolve without me.
You're saying only you can change the course of acting?
It is demonstrably true. There is acting before Edmund Kean, and there is acting after Edmund Kean.
But there's so many types of acting out there. I mean, I remember when vaudeville came out, but I don't think you had anything to do with that.
Vaudeville? Oh, like so many American arts, an art of the grotesque. You plunge a dagger into the heart of subtlety.
So you didn't have nothing to do with vaudeville?
Oh, devils below, no.
Well, then you got a little control fallacy, hombre. Mortals got wills of their own.
Indeed. I suppose I don't want any responsibility for the things the Americans create anyway. These critics should honor me, as is my due.
But you're saying critics should honor you. Well, what happens if they don't?
Then they are not doing their jobs properly. I do not ask for their laudations without cause. But if a so-called critic does not recognize my contributions to the theater, what do they know of the theater?
Maybe they just got different taste.
Uneducated taste, perhaps.
If they are just uneducated, why should they appreciate you?
An interesting point. I suppose I cannot blame them. Thou fiend! You are cruel indeed to beat a man when he is at his most vulnerable. I am here so you may help me cope with a world that has gone mad, not so you might attack my every word.
I'm doing no such thing. All I'm doing is pointing out your reality. If we're gonna cope, we gotta be honest about the world.
And I say that you are a villain. I come to you in desperate need, and you respond by mocking my desperation. Why would you do this to me? Do you not know what pain I am experiencing? Do you not know that I, as an actor, feel every sling and arrow more keenly?
Do you?
Art thou a therapist or a murderer that you would push me so to the brink? Do you want me to commit suicide?
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to hurt you. I want to help everyone who comes to me.
Samuel, a moment, please.
Andy, I got a real problem here. I think I'm not cut out for this work. This fella's right. Why am I attacking him when I should be helping?
You're not attacking him, Sam.
First of all, should statement. You will do what you will do, and that is all, Samuel. But look at the candles. What do you see?
The candles? Oh, they seem fine to me.
Look at the flames.
Wait a minute. They're getting higher, ain't they? What the hell's going on?
Your client is very powerful. He has his own unique skills earned through the ages. His skill in gaslighting is so intense that it affects the world around him.
He's a gaslighter.
He is altering reality to fit his distortions. Be watchful, Samuel. Do not let him.
How do I stop it?
Be persistent, and above all, be honest. He does not control your reality.
I await your apology, sir.
I don't have anything to apologize for. All I did was point out some truths in the things you were saying. Now, if that makes you angry, fella, I don't know what to tell you.
You wound me, but I am strong. I persist. I fight. I know my worth, sir. I have fought and died for my art. I shall take my business elsewhere, and vampire society shall hear of your quackery.
Stop him, Samuel. It is not anger, but fear that drives him. Show him he has nothing to fear from you.
Now, I wasn't trying to rile you up none.
Yet I bared my undead soul to you, and you treated me like a pincushion with your sharp pricks.
Pricks ain't got nothing to do with this, Edmund.
And now you seek to proposition me? Of course, it always goes like this. To you I am a void, nay, a whore, to use as you please. Well, you are all alike, I say. Go on then, use me.
You are losing him, Samuel. It is time to remember what makes you special. You are not just a therapist, and you are not just a vampire. He is afraid, but you will conquer his fear.
This is when I go easy.
Easy, boy, easy.
I shall not go easy, I shall...
Ain't nobody gonna hurt you. There's a good vampire.
A good vampire? What on hell?
You're safe now. Ain't nobody here to hurt you or make you feel bad.
But
I'm your buddy. That's us. We're just buddies, ain't we?
buddies? Yes, a friend. A friend who wishes to help.
You feeling better there, compadre?
I must confess that I am, though I scarcely understand how.
Hey, well, that's just great. I want this to be a comfortable place for you.
Yes. Yes, I do believe you. After all, your profession is in many ways similar to acting. It is no wonder that we find common ground.
How is therapy like acting?
It is the exploration of the soul, is it not? A journey into pain and truth. We see those pains and truths and reflect them onto the cruel world.
I ain't sure I quite see it like that, but it's true that reflecting is important. Kind of funny when we can't look in a mirror, huh?
One of death's cruel ironies. Thus must we see our reflections in the mortal audience instead.
You care a lot about what the mortals think about you.
Of course I do. Why should I give a fig about what we dusty old folk think, eh? Most of us are stuck in our relative pasts, if you'll pardon the offense.
But all them folks die. You're what, 300 years old?
Don't remind me. Yes, they die, but I cannot. I must not. If I do not exist in their hearts, there is only the purgatory of oblivion.
You cannot. You must not. You're talking like there's only one future.
For me, there is only one future, save oblivion.
Come on now, that's a little extreme.
'Tis not so. What else have I but the stage?
Well, that's a fine question. I'll tell you what, though, compadre, you are more than the stage. What if theater just didn't exist?
Perish the thought. Perish it with all due enmity. Unlike some vampires, I am not some blood-guzzling parasite who will idly sit and wait as the world turns. I died for the stage, so I should live for it as well. Vampire society is of no use to me. We are so few, and I cannot have an adoring crowd without a crowd. For upon that stage is power. The power to control the emotions of an audience.
Are you hypnotizing your audiences?
I may be a murderer, a drinker of blood, damned beyond redemption. But even I would not insult the craft thus.
But you think you can control them anyway? They're mortals, man. You know how unpredictable they are. They'll do what they're gonna do.
Nonsense. All that is required is a revolutionary talent. That I am blessed with.
What if they can't recognize this revolutionary talent of yours? You know, there are some vampires who don't like Mexican blood on account of cilantro. Now, I love me some Mexican food, but some of the crew I ran with couldn't appreciate it. They said the blood tasted like soap. You can't win over everyone.
Perhaps 'tis so. Ah, such poor souls. To be deprived of something so refreshing and gratifying.
No kidding. I used to love cilantro back when I was alive.
Oh, to the devil with cilantro. I was speaking of myself.
Okay, I think I missed something there. Let's start from the top, compadre.
Don't remind me. Yes, they die, but I cannot. I must not. If I do not exist in their hearts.
You cannot. You must not. You're talking like there's only one future.
For me, there is only one.
Come on now, that's a little extreme.
'Tis not so. What is...
Well, that's a fine question. I'll tell you what, though,
Perish the thought. Perish it with all... Unlike some vampires, I am not some blood-guzzling parasite who will idly sit and wait as the world turns.
You calling most of our kind parasites?
I am, for that is what we are, if we are nothing else.
All right, let's just forget the part where you're insulting other vampires, myself included. If you say that you're a parasite if you don't do something, you're gonna be scared as hell of not doing that thing.
As an immortal, I aim for loftier goals.
Can you hit those goals if you're busy being afraid of turning into a parasite?
Ah, but your humble speech does belie the true wisdom beneath. I am indeed cruel to myself. I died for the stage, so I should live for it as well.
Well, why should you live for the stage?
What was my death worth if the stage does not matter?
But it's only you who's saying your death ain't worth something. Your shoulds are fatal. Ain't that a lot of pressure?
Perhaps. Though one might argue that all great actors must be forged in fire.
But is acting really the most important thing in the world?
I shall assume that you jest. You know, I see what you are doing. The motivations of man are well known to me through my art.
And what am I doing?
You are mocking me, undermining me, causing me to doubt myself. I know thy purpose, wretch.
He's trying to gaslight us again.
This therapy business is all a ruse. You would lay me low and claim dominion over me.
All I'm trying to do is help you, friend. Reality's a lot easier to deal with when you can accept it for what it is.
So now you doubt my sanity. Is there no end to your japes and jabs?
He's literally your therapist, man.
I shall not break. Oh, you shall see. The tides of cruel seas will crash upon me, but I do not wither. I know thy game, trickster. You wish to keep me in your debt. The more I doubt myself, the more you take from me. You think you are clever, but thy tongue outvenoms all the worms of the Nile. Well, what have you to say for yourself? Speak, that I might hear thy bile.
Easy there.
What?
I know you're upset and you're scared. I ain't gonna hurt you.
But you want to hurt me.
Good vampire. Ain't you sweet? Yeah, it's all right.
You really don't want to hurt me? You'll keep me safe?
We're safe. Ain't no place safer than right here. We're friends. That's right. You're my buddy now. Just my pal Eddie.
In truth, I am oft left bereft of friendship. Our kind can be difficult.
You mean vampires?
No, actors. But to sense one is not alone in all the world is a feeling to be cherished.
You ain't alone, I promise you. Whatever bad stuff we're living, someone else has lived it already.
'Tis so. Many geniuses were unappreciated in their time, with wonders of their craft consigned to history's dusty pages. Even the bard himself did struggle. There is some comfort in that.
Common nocturnality. We all got the same needs, man. Blood, safety, and sex.
Indeed. I, too, am akin to the doomed Achilles, though my sore spot lies not so low, but twixt stem and stern.
Tain't my place to comment.
Oh, it seems the spot is no secret to you after all.
Maybe we can talk about that some more in your next session. I think you did pretty dang well today.
Yes, I suppose I did. I am rather good at therapy, aren't I?
If you're here and wanting to get better, yeah, I'd say that makes you pretty good at therapy.
Well, one mustn't rest on one's laurels, must one?
That's right, Eddie. Okay, I'll see you in a few weeks then.
Aye, we shall vanquish my demons together. I cannot tarry. The stage awaits.
Dang, what the hell was that?
One of the darker malignancies of the mind, dear Samuel.
You could see I didn't notice before that the fire was bigger when he. Yeah.
You sure I'm up to this?
You were masterful, Samuel. You were able to take your knowledge about cognitive distortions and turn their definitions outward. And we must speak about this equine ability of yours in your next session.
Oh, that. Yeah, I learned a lot about myself through my horse.
Save it for our next session. Rest, Samuel. You have faced a great danger. Now it is time to drink and be merry with the Goths.
Oh, not sure I'd call them merry, but they know how to cut loose. All right, Andy, I'll see you later.
Good night, Samuel. Rest in peace.
Well, that was one of the weirdest experiences of my life.
Sammy the Kid. Plop that butt down. Got a shot prepared for you.
She's human. But also she drinks vampire blood, which keeps her looking youthful.
Well, thanks, Crimson. What is that? Bloody Mary?
No, a Bloody Steve.
Of course it is. How's the crowd tonight?
You know, it's funny. They're a little on the weird side tonight. Must be a full moon out.
Oh, you ain't kidding. I just had my first therapy session with the strangest fella I ever met. The actor type. Used to be an international celebrity back when I was alive. Seems like fame's a nasty drug.
Like Andy says, people are people. Doesn't matter what era they're from. Feeling good about your session, though?
He was pretty confrontational, but he was happy to talk about himself at least. Andy says the real clients to worry about are the ones who've got nothing to say.
I get that. Being a human isn't easy. You gotta be pretty damn privileged to have no problems at all.
Well, this fella definitely has plenty of problems. I think he'll be keeping me busy.
It's a big world out there, cowboy. Full of vampires with no self-awareness.
Well, ain't that the truth? Well, here's to change then.
To change.
You, drinking Andy's blood there?
Andy's? Nuh-uh, this is a plain old mortal drink. You think anyone would want to drink that man's blood from a bottle when they can get it straight from the source?
I suppose they wouldn't.
I'm not proud to drink blood, Sam. Wouldn't be doing it out here.
I didn't mean to cause offense, ma'am.
Not your fault. I guess I shouldn't be offended.
Who's telling you that you shouldn't be offended, Crimson? I know this blood drinking stuff is complicated.
Damn right it is. Look, I have customers to deal with, but let me give you some advice, Buffalo Bill. No therapy in here. What happens at Eminard happens with consent. Got it?
All right, that's fair, and my sincere apologies. It won't happen again.
That's right.
Oh, dang it. I've gone and made myself unwelcome. I better get out of Crimson's way.
You.
Huh? Do I know you?
I know you. I've been watching you, vampire.
Yep, that's me, drinking blood to live.
Yes, you do. I saw you. I see everything. My name is Penoptibella. It means I see all, and I am beautiful. I saw you in the kink room with Reinhardt and Maxi, and now I see that you are thirsty and would like to drink.
Yep, that is so.
Come, drink from my neck. I wish to see what it is like. Yes, I see now. That was very pleasant. Thank you. You will go to your coffin now to sleep.
Well, if you wanted to cuddle.
It is normal for vampires to enter a state of torpor after consuming the blood of another. I wish you an excellent torpor, vampire.
Thanks, I guess. I guess I'd better get some shut-eye. This night has gone on long enough.
Good evening, Samuel. I hope you are feeling well rested. I have a new client for you.
Those other ones must have been autosaves. And we're gonna go here. Oh, this is the new thing. Just finish up with new client. Nearly burned the saloon down with gaslighting powers. He's an actor type, which I don't have a lot of experience with. I never really got into theater stuff, except for maybe vaudeville. Something about watching people tumbling and smacking each other with blunt objects just speaks to my soul. So I pissed off Crimson last night. Tried to do the whole therapy thing on her without permission, and she was hopping mad. I gotta remind myself that just because I'm learning to become a therapist doesn't make me everyone's therapist. Oh, I guess I don't have to select a thing. Interesting.
Another one? I think my caseload's starting to get a little crowded.
Worry not, my friend. I shall not unload all the world's cares onto you. I know how strongly this next client requires aid. She is a great deal older than most of the clients you've seen, and sometimes it is harder for the elderly to see reality. It took me far too long to do so.
He's 3,000.
She as old as you are?
Not nearly. Thus, she should be more ready for change than I was. Take a look at her intake form.
Ooh, she's pretty old though. Her name is Medi. Okay, she's 1,804. Female, Bronze Age. Intake information. An elder vampire like myself, Medi has lived mostly alone for the past 2 millennia. She grew up among wanton violence between Irish clan warlords and has kept a distance between herself and mortals. She now spends more of her time online, where she has become a streaming celebrity. That's fun. I do not know what this means, but perhaps a younger vampire might. She's expressed frustration at the increasing demands of her followers. Suggestion: be patient with the elderly.
Dang, she died young. Makes me wonder why I waited so long to kick the bucket. Could have left a nicer looking corpse.
Alas, death does not often allow us to have much choice in the matter.
Says here she doesn't leave home unless she has to.
Indeed, it is a puzzle, as elder vampires can often be.
I sure do hope I can help her.
You will do your best, I know. Let me allow you some privacy. She comes.
Hello?
Fun.
Hey there, how do I say your name? Is it, Medbub? Medbee?
Mev is my real name. Medbee's just my screen name. You can call me Medi if you like.
Oh, mighty fine meeting you, Meddy. I'm Sam.
Is that all you are?
I couldn't rightly say. I ain't no more or less than Sam.
You're cute, strange cowboy man.
I don't know that you should be calling your potential therapist cute, miss.
Not in a touching bodies way. I mean, you're more like a rabbit or a mouse. Oh, I want to dress you up in a little mouse onesie and watch you scurry about. You can keep your hat on and be a little cowboy mouse. Oh, I like that very much.
Well, I guess he's kind of like a little kid to her.
I'd keep you in a little cage and give you lots of cheese and, of course, a wheel to run on.
That's not like a little kid.
You can be my whiskery little pet.
What is the matter, Samuel?
I think I'm out of my depth here, Chief. I ain't keen to be anyone's pet.
Older vampires such as myself can sometimes be uncomfortable to be around. I believe this will be an excellent challenge in setting boundaries, Samuel. Explain to her your boundaries. You will be modeling positive behavior and saving yourself a little trouble.
Yeah, just a little.
All the more reason to be clear and polite right now. Good luck, Samuel. I know you can.
You look distracted, little mouse. Have you smelt a bit of cheese? Did your whiskers twitch?
All right, miss, before we keep going, I think we need to set a few boundaries.
I think I'm gonna say. Well, all of these are my boundaries, so I think I could say all of these.
First of all, I ain't gonna wear no onesie. I don't think I could find one that'd fit.
I could sew one for you. I would make the neck hole really big so that your funny hat would fit right through it.
Okay, well, maybe I wasn't being clear. I don't want to wear a onesie.
But it would make me happy.
Well, wouldn't make me happy, miss.
Fine. But I don't like it.
I don't eat cheese, you know that. We only drink blood anyway. Mortal food doesn't exactly agree with us.
But a mouse who doesn't eat cheese is hardly a mouse.
And he's not a mouse.
But I'm not a mouse.
Then why do you have twitchy whiskers?
I just like the way they look.
So do I. That's why I think you should eat some cheese.
Well, I ain't gonna. Take it or leave it.
You're very mean for a mouse.
This stuff about putting me in a cage and making me your pet are things you should be doing with a blood partner. Besides, I make the rules about my own body. If I don't want something, you gotta respect it or find a new therapist.
You don't want me to do things to your body?
You cut that out. I'm serious now.
Very well. Be that way.
I think that about covers it.
Very well. It's a little boring. People usually let me do what I want to do to them.
Well, this is less boring then. It's something new.
I suppose you're right. It's very clever, strange cowboy man. May I still call you a mouse from time to time, though?
If it'll make you feel comfortable, I guess it ain't hurting me.
That's a nice compromise.
But let's get to you and why you're here. Now, it said on your intake form that...
She's afraid of aging, she's overworked, she's concerned about climate change. Let's look at her. She has expressed frustration at the increasing demands for followers. She's from prehistoric Ireland. Okay.
You're overworked, it said. You're not my first client with that problem. What line of work are you in?
I play video games.
Video games? Like Star Invaders?
No, silly. More like Overcharged 2 and Pension Impact. More of an FPS and RPG girl.
First-person shooter and role-playing game.
I don't know what them things are. I kind of figured video games were just a fad, like collecting ferns was in my time.
Video games are lots of fun. There's even one where you get to play a cowboy and kill bunches and bunches of people. Then you get to pretend you feel bad about it. But after that, you kill even more people.
Shucks, that there might give me some flashbacks. But you're working by playing video games? How's that?
I stream on Glitch. I have millions and millions of followers there.
Wait just a gosh darn minute. People are paying to watch you pee?
Oh, of course not. That sort of thing would be on my Only Zealots page. If I could pee. Which I can't, because I'm a vampire.
All right, you gotta walk me through this.
Okay, first off.
What's streaming mean if it ain't peeing?
Streaming means to share your computer screen to the internet.
Like watching the cinema, only instead of people shooting each other, it's you answering emails?
Sort of. Mostly people just like to watch people shooting other people. Only it's little computer people that only look like people.
Clear as mud. I got some more questions about them funny things you mentioned, though. What's Only Zealots?
That's a very special website where my very special followers get to see me do naughty things for money.
You've been around a long while. Do you need money?
No, of course not. But I do like having mortal bloodbags who will do anything for me. They're very useful.
This whole thing makes me feel old.
But you're only a baby vampire, strange cowboy man. I'm glad you're not the kind of baby who poops and pees, though. That's quite icky.
I had some more questions. What's all this RPG and FPS stuff?
Role-playing games and first-person shooters.
I like the RPGs. I do not like the first-person shooters.
Kinda dark to be playing games about the first person you ever shot. That ain't a good moment.
You're extra silly. It's a video game with a first-person perspective. It only looks as though you're shooting someone. I like the ones where there's lots and lots of blood. I end up feeling quite hungry.
Are they still using corn syrup to look like blood? It never looked realistic to me.
They don't use corn syrup in video games. You're very funny.
I'm glad I'm funny, I guess. Let me ask you something else about these video games. All right, I think I understand a little better. You're working pretty dang hard for all them followers. What do you need them for?
Lots of things. They pay my rent for me, they buy clothes and gifts for me, they dispose of all the bodies. And they let me kill them too. They're all so eager to die. Poor little lambs.
They're like servants?
Servants, little sheep, whatever you'd like to call them.
And they're willing to just up and die for you?
Oh, naturally. Sometimes all I have to do is smile for them. They find it enchanting. And they quite like my breasts and vulva.
Oh, I see.
Does it make you uncomfortable to hear me say breasts and vulva?
I reckon I just wasn't expecting that level of candidness.
Breasts, vulva.
Hey, come on now.
Oh, but it's so much fun to watch your little whiskers twitch.
So, these followers of yours do a lot of work for you, huh?
But I have almost 100 million little sheep. It's rather difficult to manage them all and keep them happy.
Why do you need to keep so many servants happy?
I need my sheep. If I don't have them, I'll have nothing.
Is it really true that if you don't have your followers, you won't have anything? Ain't you got other stuff you're interested in?
I suppose I enjoy reading and video games. And I can do those things alone. There's also playing games with my body.
Oh, yep, there's that.
Which Americans don't do. You like to shoot people instead. Bang, pow.
That ain't always true. But let's get back to what you were saying.